Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my finale for my Project Roulette Pan collab round 2. This is such a fun collab to be a part of. I really enjoyed my first round, really enjoyed my second round, and I'm super excited to announce that there will be a round 3, which I am so pumped about. That will be starting on April 15th, so if you are interested in catching that and you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that one. This project was started by Rebecca and Lexi here on YouTube. I will have both of their channels as well as the playlist for everyone involved in this video down below. This has been so much fun to be a part of. I've gotten to talk to so many different people who love panning just like I do, and it has been just such a blast to get to know other people in the panning community. So that being said, you guys should definitely check out the playlist, check out everyone else's videos. I know I personally love to binge watch Project Pan videos. They get me so inspired. I just, for some reason, like, I'm obsessed with Project Pan videos. So anyway, like I said, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so before we get into this video. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. But without further ado, let's get into my progress. Alright guys, so this was actually a super successful project for me. We started with 6 different products and it was a rolling style of pan. I actually rolled in a total of 6 more products, so I worked on a total of 12 products throughout the course of this project, meaning I hit goal on 6 of my products. Oh my gosh, it's so confusing to do like progress, product, project. There's so many pros. Anyway, I hit goal on 6 different products. I just have my list in front of me. I'm going to talk to you guys quickly about what I did hit my goal on. So I did end up painting a shade from my Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette by Tarte. I panned this shade right here, which is in the shade Frolic, which is just a really easy transition shade. I do really like this palette. I have put it away for a little bit just because I feel like I was using it so much that I kind of grew bored with it, but it has a bunch of beautiful mauve tones. I know you can still get this palette, it's limited edition. I actually was like hesitant to buy this. This was a product that I picked because of cute packaging, and I definitely did buy this because of the packaging as well as like the purple shades in here. But was really excited to hit pan on one of these. Gosh, it looks like this is crumbling a bit. I know my daughter got into this one. I also selected a product that I didn't like for this project, and I selected the Pixi Vitamin Mist, which I finished. That has since been like thrown out. I don't have the packaging to show you guys. If you guys want to catch up on any of my like previous updates or anything like that, I will leave my playlist. I'll leave my videos linked down below. I also selected a product that I wouldn't repurchase, which I had selected the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. That went really quickly. Like, there is not a lot of product in that primer, so that was super easy to use up. That's not one I'll repurchase just because it was a little bit artificial looking, and there's definitely dewy primers that I like better than that one. Sorry, I like can never figure out how I want my hair to look. Anyway, I also finished off a mini of the Farsali Unicorn Essence, which I selected as a product I bought because of YouTube. That was a product that I didn't see myself wanting to ever repurchase. Like, I was kind of let down the first few times I used it, but after using it like a number of more times, I realized that I actually do really like it, and this is one that I would probably consider repurchasing, especially for like the spring summertime. It's like a nice dewy kind of primer. I really actually enjoyed it. I panned another shade from a palette. It was from the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and this was a frustrating shade to pan, but I did pan the shade Funny Girl right here, and I also have pan in Flower Child from round 1 of this project. This was a palette that I selected, or I selected this for a product in a palette. So I was excited to hit pan on this. I'm putting this palette away for a while because this has gotten so much love throughout this project and just like throughout the course of its history in my makeup collection. It's such a good palette, but it's gotten a lot of love and I'm a little bored with it. I also finished off a L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation in this project, which I selected for an old favorite. That is like one of my all-time favorite foundations. It was super easy for me to finish that up throughout the course of this project. And I believe that is it for all of the products that I have finished off. So now let's jump into my progress on the 6 products that were currently going in this project. Alright, so first up I had an underrated product, and I had originally rolled in the Bare Minerals lip gloss in the shade Sugar, which I lost before my second update. So then instead I wanted to just keep going on a lip gloss still, and I selected, or I just rolled in the Bite Beauty French Press lip gloss. When I started I was up here, and now I'm about right here. This is in the shade, I can't remember if I said Flat White. It's a super nude lip gloss. Sometimes it's like, because it's so pigmented, it's a little bit too nude, or makes my lips just look so washed out. But I still really do enjoy this. This probably isn't a gloss that I would repurchase once I finish it. I would maybe consider repurchasing a different shade, but this one was just so nude, and I prefer my Dose of Colors Can You Not lip gloss when selecting a nude lip gloss. But I definitely got some good progress going on this. I definitely got a lot of use out of this throughout the course of the last 4 months, so really excited about that, because I probably got, or I know I got more use out of this than I would have had I not had this going in this project. Alright guys, then this is another product that's been in my project since the beginning. This is the Hourglass Mini Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. I selected this for a product that I'm afraid to pan, and I have used this so much in the course of the last 4 months. So this has gotten so much use, but no pan. And if I include a picture, I don't even know if you'll be able to see much for progress. I mean, I feel like it's flattened out a little bit, like the actual product, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to pan. I think blush is by far, in my opinion, the most difficult product to pan, which is why I was afraid to pan it, and it proved me right. So I'm excited that I got a ton of use out of this blush. I love this blush. I think it's a phenomenal blush. I actually have it on my cheeks today. I think, you know, you can, this is so versatile. You can wear this like just about anytime, any occasion. I will put this away for a little bit because I do have other blushes going in my 2019 project that I want to focus on, because I've pretty much solely been focused on this blush, but this is definitely one that will be hanging around in my collection forever. I would definitely repurchase this if I ever got through this, but I'm not really worried about getting through this. If you can ever, like, if you ever have the option to purchase a mini blush over a full-size blush, mini all the way, especially, like, I know I'm going mini on any blush I can get my hands on. Okay, so next up I had a product that is special to me, and I selected the Glam Glow Glow Starter moisturizer, and I have mine in the shade Sun Glow. And the reason that this is special to me is because this was one of the first high-end moisturizers. I can just remember like the summer that I went out to purchase this, and every time I smell this, it just like brings me back to that. So that's why I selected this for a special product. Not the best progress on this, so I believe I've said this in other updates, but because this is like a deeper shade, it just does not work for me. I usually end up getting like a line where you can tell where the product is versus where it isn't. I had wanted to get this to like give me more of like a bronze in the summertime, and it's obviously not summer right now, so I probably will get more use out of this in the summertime. I would definitely repurchase this moisturizer. I do love the glow that it gives, but I would probably purchase this in like the nude glow shade next time, and not the Sun Glow. Next up, I selected a product that I will always repurchase, and for that I have my ABH Brow Powder Duo in Ebony, and there is definitely progress on this that you'll see if I, or when I insert pictures. I can't remember if I took pictures last time, you guys, so I'm hoping I have progress pictures to show you, but I have definitely expanded pan on this, and you probably won't be able to see that well, but there's definitely more use out of this deeper side now that my hair is like a little bit darker since when I originally bought this. When I originally bought this, my hair was a little bit lighter, and I typically went in on the lighter side. Now I kind of mix the two sides, but I love the Brow Powder Duo. I think it's perfect for me, for my like preferences when it comes to brows. I love to just toss some powder in my brows and call it a day, and this is super easy for me to wear to work and things like that, so I will forever repurchase this brow powder, and definitely got some progress on this. This I just rolled in after the last update, so this is 1 month of progress, and I'm very happy with the progress on this. Okay, not as excited about the progress on my last two products. These both were rolled in the last update too, so it's only a month of progress, but the first was a limited edition product, and for that I rolled in my Marc Jacobs holiday palette from 2 years ago. Now in the month of February, I did a challenge where I challenged myself to use a different palette every single day for 28 days. I'll link that video down below if you guys are interested in that. I actually didn't include this in the palettes that I talked about, but I did use this palette a couple of times. I was just trying to get any use out of this because I don't use this that much. Specifically, I was focused on this like purple shimmer shade. So I used this a couple of times, but I also got some use out of this like blue shade, this blue shifty shade too, which is beautiful. but you're not going to be able to see much, if any, progress. So beautiful. I like this palette for its shimmers. Its mattes are a bit of a letdown, but I was excited to pull this out because this had just sat in my collection for so long. I was able to see some of the beautiful shimmers in there and remind myself that I have those shimmers in my collection, so I can reach for them as lid toppers if I want to jazz up some looks. So not much progress, but still excited that I pulled this. And then the last product was a palette that I don't reach for, and for that I selected the Persona Identity palette. And the reason I wanted to pull this in is because it's such a good palette, but I just never reached for it for whatever reason. Now, I did reach for this probably like 3 or 4 times. I didn't get a ton of use out of it, not as much as I would have liked to, but obviously I was doing that challenge. I just really wanted it to look like I used this palette a little bit, which I feel like it looks like I got a little bit more use out of it. Okay, this is what it's like filming when your toddler's awake. Anyway, I definitely got some use out of this, more than I would have had I not rolled this in. This is one that I'm glad I rolled in because it reminded me how much I actually do really enjoy this palette, and I want to use this some more this year. I also am trying to pan 19 shadows from 19 different palettes, so I really am pushing myself with eyeshadow usage this year, but I'm definitely going to be rolling this in with some Shop My Stashes to make sure that this gets more love because it is such a good palette. I hope that she comes out with another palette, and I really do want to try the Persona highlights because I've heard nothing but good things about them. To go off topic a little bit here, but that is it for my progress as well as this project. I hope you guys enjoyed following along, and I cannot wait to start round 3 of this Project Roulette Pan collab. Again, don't forget to check out everyone else's videos, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so before you go. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!